So I seen some meme about Jimmy Garoppolo. He's the only quarterback left in the NFL with a Super Bowl ring, which is true. I mean, he didn't win the Super Bowl rings, but he is the only quarterback left with the Super Bowl ring, I guess, in the NFL. And at the end of the day, Jimmy Garoppolo is a winner. He has his career win loss percentage is well over 600. It's in the 700s. So that's all Jimmy does is win. And he hasn't been able to get it done himself in the big game, but he's led the 49ers to a Super Bowl. Really helped turn that 49ers franchise around. I mean, they were all right with Kaepernick and Alex Smith, but Jimmy G gets in there, wins. When he's hurt, they really don't win. Last year they didn't do too hot. And they with Jimmy, they win. It's plain and simple. They can win with Jimmy G. He was hurt this season a little bit, comes back, and they win. And what did I say? I said Chase Claypool, because that's what I think. That was the rumor that the 49ers, they want at least a second and a third for Jimmy Garoppolo. I think that's a steal for Jimmy Garoppolo, especially his contract. He's making like $25 million a year. Like, I made this post. A lot of the comments and reactions was, oh, he's making $27 million a year, this much money, this much money. Honestly, that's not that much money for Jimmy Garoppolo, especially the way the quarterback market's going and what quarterbacks are making nowadays. Honestly, at this point, at the time when Jimmy signed, you could say that is was a too much money. But right now, that's like a steal. It's on 1 year. It's a 1 year deal. And a lot of the Steelers fans are hating, saying, why would they get rid of Claypool? Why would they get rid of Claypool? Why would they get rid of Claypool? Well, Claypool's really good receiver. I agree. He has a ton of talent. And I think the Steelers have a great wide receiving core, really good young wide receiving core going into next season. Claypool, Juju, Johnson, especially if they get the deal done with Juju, which I think they're going to try to. I've already voiced my opinions on Juju, and I think he's going to be back, and I think the Steelers are going to make him an offer, and I think Juju will be back with the team on a 3 to 4 year deal. I think that's going to happen, and I think it's going to be a team-friendly deal. Chase Claypool, we're not going to get a team-friendly deal. Deontay Johnson, we're not going to get a team-friendly deal. Those guys are going to go out there and they're going to try to get the money. Deontay Johnson's already chirping and talking about his contract, and he's still on contract because he knows he's had 2 good seasons in a row. So Johnson knows he's due to get money. He knows he's due to get bread. These wide receivers nowadays are making like $20 million a year. So we're getting a quarterback that's a proven winner throughout his career in the NFL, proven winner. I mean, is he the best quarterback in the league? No. But is he a game manager? Yeah. Can he throw the ball down deeper down the field than Ben? Definitely. Does he have more mobility than Ben? Definitely. I mean, Ben, we had a bad offensive line last year, but Ben was a statue. And Jimmy can roll out a little bit, throw the ball on a run, throw the ball down the field, and is accurate, hits his receivers in stride, is on time, good game manager, very accurate, good in the pocket. And he's a good quarterback. He's a very good quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo, and he wins. Like, you could say he had all the talent around him, which he did, but you could look at other quarterbacks like Baker Mayfield, who has all the talent around him in the world and still can't win and still can't get it done. Can't even get into the playoffs. At least Jimmy's out there winning, taking his team to the playoffs, leading his team to a Super Bowl. Did he kind of choke in the Super Bowl? Well, yeah, but okay. The defense kind of fell short too in that Super Bowl in the final quarters of the game. So what was it? The fourth quarter, they pretty much collapsed. Second half, their defense collapsed. So Jimmy's a good quarterback. And the 2 biggest issues with the team is offensive line, quarterback. That's all I hear from Steeler fans all day is offensive line. We need to draft quarterback, offensive line. Quarterback, offensive line. We need to draft quarterback, offensive line. So you're basically essentially giving up a 2nd round pick and a 3rd round pick for Jimmy Garoppolo is what you're giving up with that. Chase Claypool was a 2nd round pick, Jimmy Garoppolo and our 3rd round pick for Jimmy Garoppolo. So like Chase Claypool is good, yeah, but you get Juju on a team-friendly deal. Johnson is going to want his money. He's going to want his bread. We're going to have to re-sign him for a lucrative contract. I don't know what the price range is going to be, but it ain't going to be cheap. All right. And like I made a post about, the other biggest issue is Tyler Armstead or whatever that Armstead is out of the Saints. He's considered to be the best offensive lineman in free agency. They said his cap hit would be like $22 million. Steelers fans freaking out saying, that's too much, blah, blah, blah. But if the biggest issue is offensive line, that he is the best, like Dan Moore's going to be just fine. We could draft a guy, blah, blah, blah. We drafted Green this year. He's not panning out at the offensive line. So if you go and sign Armstead is like, yeah, he costs what, $5? You basically can get 5 Armsteads for the price of Dan Moore, but Dan Moore isn't Armstead. Armstead is the best blind side tackle in the league, and that's what the Steelers need. That's just boom right there. There ain't no hit or miss. You know what you're gonna get. Just like Jimmy, you know what you're gonna get. And Claypool, Johnson, we're not gonna be able to sign all these wide receivers. So you might as well get what you can get for Claypool. We already been through this with Antonio Brown. We already been through this with Le'Veon Bell. Let's just miss this shit before it happens. Nip it in the butt. Get what we can get for Claypool, and then we get Jimmy in there for like $25 million this year on 1 year. Then maybe bring him back in 1 more year. And maybe we can draft that quarterback this year to sit behind Jimmy for this year and then sign Jimmy maybe to a 2-year, 1-year contract, $30 million a year. That's very cheap for a solid, proven winning quarterback to be a bridge quarterback. We're not going to be able to keep Claypool. And I did a mock draft to where I got a receiver in the 6th round that has 4.3 speed. So if you get a receiver in the 6th round with 4.3 speed, you have Johnson on the outside, Juju in the slot, and then you put that guy with the 4.3 speed on the outside and just say, hey, run deep every time. That's the only route you run is deep every fucking time. Just haul ass. It's like back in the backyard. That was the play we used to run. Haul ass. That's the play he would run every time. Haul ass. So that's who we pick up. I think his name was Melton or something. I don't even know. I never heard of him, but he had 4.3 speed. So boom, there you go. You got Jim. Then you could have your quarterback right there. You could have your a staple with the offensive tackle for 2 years, and then you got Juju, Johnson, and then a new young wide receiver on the outside with Najee Harris. Bada bing, bada boom. The offense is cured, fixed, and then you can draft a lineman. And then I picked up Desmond Ridder in the 2nd round. So you can have Ridder sit behind Jimmy Garoppolo for the next 2-3 years. And Ridder could be like the next Patrick Mahomes. That dude's got talent he can run, he can pass, he can do it all. So come on, there ain't no quarterbacks are hit or miss. You don't know what you're gonna get with a quarterback. Trevor Lawrence was supposed to be the real deal. Holyfield, period, was supposed to be the best. And he sucked this year. You could say he didn't have the talent, which he didn't. Jacksonville's a shit show, but hey, he was supposed to be the real deal. The real deal is supposed to turn the franchise around. So Steeler fans are so sold on Pickett, so sold on Willis just coming in there and just being the starting guy, rookie, day one. Come on. You know what you're going to get with Jimmy. And, yeah, a lot of people are hating because I want to get rid of Chase for Jimmy. You Chase in a 3rd for Jimmy. Give me it. Give me it. Give me it. Give me it. Y'all can hate. Give me it. Give me Chase. Jimmy for Chase in the 3rd. Come on. Boom. And then I took that defensive tackle. It's a new guy. I forget what the hell his name is. DeMarvin Neal. He's like the 2nd best defensive tackle. He can play end. They said he could play end and defensive tackle. Because a lot of people are bitching about me saying I would want Jordan Davis out of Georgia because we've been getting gashed in the run game last year. And who knows with Tuitt if he's going to come back. So if Tuitt's gone, Steelers need a defensive lineman, period. Especially if you want to run the 3-4 defense, you got to have defensive ends that can play the 3-4 defensive end like Cam Hayward and Stephon Tuitt. We were missing Tuitt last year when we were missing our nose tackle, Alu. So – and Alualu's gone. He's a free agent. Tuitt, they don't, who knows what's going on with Tuitt. They don't want to say what's up with Tuitt. They're talking about him retiring. So if he retires, that's going to free up a ton of more cap space for Pittsburgh. So they can go out and make moves in free agency. You get Armstead for 2 years, boom. Trade for Jimmy G, boom. You got Johnson, you got Juju. Draft a receiver in the later rounds. Hell, we don't even have to draft a quarterback this year. We could hold off on even drafting a quarterback this year. Draft a lineman and sign a lineman. Sign a center. Sign that center out of Oklahoma in the second round, maybe even the first round. Just boom, seal the deal. Or the Lindenbaum. Everybody keeps. I've got his name so many times. Steeler fans want him. So get him. Boom, draft him first round. Lindenbaum, Armstead, left tackle. Then you would have what? Doxton, left guard. Then you would have Lindenbaum. Then you would have Green. Switch him to right guard, and then at right tackle, you'd have Dan Moore. I mean, there you go. The offensive line set, ready to go. Young. You have what? A third-year guard, a second-year guard, a rookie center, and a second-year tackle with the best tackle, arguably, in the league. Protecting Jimmy G with Najee Harris in that wide receiving core. And them two tight ends, Gentry and Pat Freiermuth. Tell me that's not a better offense than last year. And then, draft a little bit of some young rookie contracts around the defensive player of the year, TJ Watt. And go from there, baby. And whatever you got left in salary cap. Add a little help on defense, a little depth to the defensive line, a little depth to the linebacking core, a little depth to the secondary. I think they're going to have to draft secondary too. Is a position in need that not enough people are talking about. Because Joe Hayden's a free agent. Terrell Edmonds, who knows what's going to up with him, what's going to happen with him. So we're going to need a new safety, need new corners, and the linebacking core is soft too. Is Sharman. So we were getting gassed all last year defensively. So I still got Rudy, if you listen to this, I still got to burn a shirt for you because our defense was trash. So hit the like, hit the subscribe button. I'm going to end this one now. 10 minutes. Perfect. It's about how I wanted it.